Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are currently standing here, deep in the south of the Azim Steppe to unlock a beast tribe, namely the Namazu. To unlock this beast tribe quest, you need to have finished the Azim Steppe and freed Doma and everything. And you have to finish the quest Kurabana vs. Gyoren. For this you have to finish two side quest chains. The one starting with Courage the Cowardly Lupin up to Kurabana Homes and Gyoren the Namazu bis show me the new money and when this quest unlocks. I'm also having episodes to both quest lines, so if you're interested. Floundering Namazu. The Floundering Namazu seems to be in need of help. A lot of help. And you need to be a crafter for this one. The Namazu before you is twitching vigorously. Though it seems to be in a bad way, it is unmistakably alive and will probably survive without your intervention. Offer your prayers and move along. Wait. I'm not that far from it, and do not pretend that you thought I was. How unfair for you to assume that aiding me would lead you to undertake a series of arduous tasks. I assure you that I require your assistance only this once. You see, fate, destiny guided me to the Azim Steppe. But as I wandered this unfamiliar land, I became increasingly lost and dry, parched, until I found I could no longer take even a single step. Random passerby, you will be traveling to Yangsha, yes? You will find that I am most portable, quite suitable for sex. I ask only that you convey me to Gyoei at the Zuka Manor. Please? Fine. Off in a sec with you. Well, off to Yangsha. And Gyoei in the manor. Gyoei. My, what an oddly shaped back you have. I bring you a squirming sack. I'm returned. Yoshin, how did you come to be so desiccated? No, never mind that. I bring you water post-haste. Much better. There's nothing like a deep draught of a one river's water. Another half dozen jugs and I will be mostly fully refreshed. First, you might explain where you have been, and what of his travelers. Have you no words for her? Such an ill-mannered Namazu I've never seen. Oh, yes, slip my mind entirely. Thank you, random passerby. I'm Yoshin, Namazu artisan, crafter of crafts. My deftness of fin is second to none. Yes, he would be almost admirable were he not so careless. Why not a fortnight ago he wandered into the path of a falling vase and was knocked utterly unconscious. Indeed, that's how I came by this head wound. It was most excruciatingly painful. And though I made a full recovery and have been in perfect health ever since, I began to have unusual dreams, yes. Dreams of my greatest grandsire standing before me, shrouded in light. You revealed that every 777 years, we must hold a 7-year celebration commemorating the birth of our tribe. Should we fail to do so, the Namazu will be most gruesomely annihilated once the 7 years pass. 7 years. And so you immediately set forth on a journey to our homeland at the head of the One River, without so much as a thought toward preparation? How reckless can you possibly be? Though I do not doubt it was distressing to you. A dream is no more than a dream, yes? Hasten not to judge, for profound truth may lie in even visions of a night. Who said that? None other than I, renowned member of the literary Seiketsu the Enlightened. Oh, it's Gyofun. Always with his face buried in a book. A walking tome with whispers, our Gyofun. Speak not that name, no. I cast it aside long ago. For I have searched my soul and found my true name. Seigetsu the Enlightened. Seigetsu the Enlightened. How many times must I tell you? Yes, your soul has a lot to say, I'm aware. Did you need something? This is why they test imbeciles. But I must waste no further words on you and your deficiencies, for a matter of greater import demands our attention. The festival. In the course of my scholarly endeavors, I encountered a dated manuscript entitled The Epic of Ganon, which mentions an event that took place centuries past along the Upper One River. This unforgettable spectacle, as the author described it, was a festival held by our own ancestors. It was written that this festival marked our people's first step towards enlightenment, the advent of a civilized Namazu society. Even you must understand the significance. Though I suspect your vision is a byproduct of a few too many blows on the head, reviving the tradition is an excellent idea. At long last, the Namazu will emerge from the darkness of ignorance. Our cultural renaissance has arrived. I have no idea what it means, and I'm not sure if I care. But if you're offering to help, then I graciously accept. Well, I see there's no stopping you. I will accompany you then, but I must insist that you bring another. One with more than a passing familiarity with the region. Thanks in advance! I knew it. That look, that I knew it look. Kyoshi is liable to wander off a cliff if left to his own devices. As a friend, I cannot let him make his journey alone, no. You are insatiably curious as to why my orbital structure differs from that of my brethren, are you not? It's merely a physical manifestation of my surpassing intellect. I call it the gaze of enlightenment. So, how much do you know about this step? A little bit, I've been there at least. My word, not only have you spent many a day there, but you also claim victory in the Nada on behalf of a mole? Surely there's no guide more qualified to lead us. What? I can only pity you, mired in the depths of ignorance as you are. Listen well. The Azim Steppe is home to valorous warriors known as the Zayla. Were we to enter and carry on with our festival preparations unannounced, we would undoubtedly be skewered and served as hors d'oeuvre, or perhaps steamed and served in a booth, as that is a rather more common delicacy among the Steppe tribal people. I would rather not be served either way, thank you. That is precisely why we are fortunate to have encountered Desiree. We need only for her to escort us to the cartoon of a mole, whom we can petition for permission to hold our festival. I see, I see. In that case, please lead us there. I'm sure that my explanation of our mission will be quite convincing. Most persuasive? Most persuasive? More. Okay. To Molilo. Oh god. She actually references this, yeah? It's lovely to see you again, Han. I was delighted when I heard that the Elder God spoke of your return. But I must admit I'm unsure what to make of the description of the companions you are meant to introduce to us today. I bid you welcome, Han. Glad are we to see that the gods have brought you to us once again. And I see you in the company of Namazu. Hello, hello. You see? I know what you seek. We have readied a location for your celebration. How did you know? Clairvoyance? Witchcraft? I but heed to the whispers of the gods. They spoke of 2 disciples of creation traveling hither to hold a great celebration. One of whom would be a Namazu. Astounding. Are you perchance one of the mole's esteemed Utgun? I read of them in narrow road through the deep grass. Wait. Gyoshin must be the Namazu in question, but who is the second disciple of creation? I'm something of an artisan myself. One shop after another. You manage such delicate works without fins? Well, physical inadequacies notwithstanding, I'm sure that would be great help. Will you assist us? Please, please. Not just no, but... yes, I mean... Then it's decided. Everything is settled. Indeed. I will have you shown to the grounds we have prepared. In the west stands a rocky cliff of a towering still, erstwhile home of a Doro. Their abandoned structures have fallen into disrepair, but with some effort they can be repurposed. You're too kind. Most considerate. I can hardly wait to see. And that is why there is a random aetheryte standing over where you never go to along the main quest. That's where we want to go. And here, at the foot of a great cliff, is our mole guide who gets us up there. Well, if you can fly, you can get up there on your own, of course, but if not, here's your ticket. The festival grounds can be found on the plateau above. Your Namazu comrades have already made their way there. Shall I show you to them? A river flows below the cliff, so at least we need not worry for want of water. As a famed wanderer Hurlon notes in Narrow Road Through the Deep Grass, the Doro are a proud but reclusive people who eschew almost all contact with outsiders. Perhaps Doro Ilo's surroundings will yield some indication as to why? A wonderful location is this. These pavilions are rather dilapidated, quite decrepit, but I will have them fixed up in no time. Yes, I'm itching to get to work, though the actual itching may be my fins drying out again. Who wants to carry me down to the river? There's much to be done, yes. Fortunately, I brought along my lucky hammer, lucky saw, lucky needle, lucky head knife, lucky anvil. All the tools. Seigetsu the Enlightened is determined to set to work, or at least to setting others to work. Immediately. I worry not for the grounds. Gyoshin lacks many things, but zeal is not among them. Attire, however... Are you implying something about my fashion sense? To be so ignorant. What you fail to realize is that festivals are not mere entertainment, but rather divine rituals. It's simply unacceptable to wear one's usual apron, couture notwithstanding. According to Hiba Risai's an account of myself, the people of Ingashi traditionally don happy, or however you pronounce that, colorful vestments resembling coats on such occasions. I can produce an illustration based on what I have gleaned from my readings. However, creating the happy themselves is quite another matter. Alas, where my intellect excels, my dexterity leaves something to be desired. How fortunate that I'm that thin at human. Yes, I can make your design a reality. But considering the volume of detailed work required, another pair of fins would be ideal. Can I count on your assistance, Desiree? Thank you. Gets to be enlightened. Can you decide what to delegate? But of course, my prodigious analytical capabilities have made it clear to me that it would be most efficient for Desiree to provide components for Gyoe's use. Metal adornments, to be precise. You find the necessary materials in the crate. Rest assured that you may devote your full attention to this assignment. Simply deliver what I requested of you to Gyoe, and we will handle the rest. I wonder if you would have something different if I wasn't a goldsmith or a metal crafter. If, I don't know, I was a weaver, they would say something else. Where is it? Beast Tribe quests. Namazu. Happy components. And we can just make them. You have what we need? I thought you might still be stuck in an unwilling conversation with Seigetsu the Enlightened. Here, take. Gyoshin has made significant progress as well, with now a gaping wound to show for it. I expect that everything will be ready shortly, he says, so please take this opportunity to rest. You and Gyoe have made happy fit for a festival. Gyoshin has made progress in repairing the pavilions. These pavilions should be suitable housing for our large cohort of volunteers, yes? According to my vision, we must aim to attract 777 participants to avoid complete and total annihilation, which means we only have 770 or so to go. With these festive happy, I'm sure we will recruit the rest in no time. Please continue to lend us a fin in the coming days. Only 7 years remain until the Namazu are forever wiped from the face of Hydaelyn. But today, their ambitious plans to defy this fate are in motion. What will become of them? $777. Beast Trap unlocked. You have friendly reputation and quests from Zagetsu the Enlightened. You also now may purchase wares from Gyosho. Fish to fry. This spot the mole have lent us is a beautiful view. Quite spectacular. One time I almost blinded myself staring at the sunset, but it was worth it. Unidentified festive object. So UFOs, huh? Impeccable timing, Desiree. Under my exhaustive scrutiny, the Chrysanthemum and the Danko, page 185, figure 3 has revealed another important, I say indispensable element of festival preparation. Purification of a venue. If our event is to be a truly cultural affair, we must neglect this preliminary ritual. Thus I took the liberty of hiring a man to prepare the necessary implements, but I worry he fails to grasp their significance. Pray seek him at Tau Kal and impress upon him the gravity of his task. The importance of being yes. Have you perchance encountered my errand boy? Grey-rotund fellow with a vacant gaze? No? I dispatched him with orders to procure additional happy materials some time ago, but I have seen neither fin nor barbel of him since. You surely recognize that I cannot waste my talents tracking wayward lackeys. The festival will collapse into uncivilized chaos were I to neglect my intellectual endeavors for but a moment. If you're not otherwise engaged, can you search for him in my stead? His sojourn should have brought him to Mololo, so you're likely to find him in the vicinity. If you discover him to have encountered complications, I trust you will ameliorate the situation. Aha! Just the long-legged associate I was searching for. I have devised an addition to our event schedule. A pilgrimage. I trust you are available to participate? As you're doubtless aware, the Namazu tribe originated on this very step, and traces of our heritage remain to this day. The pilgrimage will involve paying visit to those spiritual locations where our ancestors once trod. Well, swam. You take my meaning. Our traditions include a particular orison. In his whisker's name. Speak these words where the Hakal cascades into the Sea of Blades, and at the shrine of Chakazo. Of course, you are free to embellish on the prayer if you find that lacking in sophistication. I often do so myself. By his whiskers, I greet you. Several Namazu have come here recently, speaking words solemn and strange, much like you did just now. It would seem that this place holds some significance to them. What that might be, I cannot imagine. Shakazo enshrined the bones of the Wormslayer Shaka, a woman bold yet wise. She was by no means an associate of the Namazu. Don't question it, it's Namazu. Hello, contractor. Seigetsu the Enlightened sent you? Thank goodness. He tasked me with assembling the most random assortment of objects. Please, please, help me. According to the list he gave me, we need a sacred vessel for use in ablution and other purification ritual. So, you should make a fancy jar? Yes, you can help yourself to materials from this crate here. Could you save me some trouble by making the delivery directly to Segetsu the Enlightened? I'd rather not spend several unpaid hours of hearing about the cardamom and the dango. No. And ritual, what's this? Hey, what's your problem? Well, woe is me. I've encountered complications. If only someone would ameliorate them. Oh, what a surprise to see we are sitting in silence, my arms away. He says, please never do it again. I was absorbed in thought, you see. I promised to trade with the mole for materials we can use in our festive happy and brought some thin-crafted fineries along for this purpose. But then, when I least expected it, a flock of yours swooped down upon me. Luckily, I was able to liberate myself from their talents, yes. Less luckily, we were at least a mile in the air by then. By the time I regained solid ground, consciousness my fineries were gone. I have no choice but to remake what I lost. But I'm only one Namazu and require many fineries for trade. Will you let me a fin? Specifically, I find myself in need of more nails, yes. I have managed to collect the materials, so take whatever you need from this box. Please return to me when you are ready. I will craft the finest of fineries, yes? Oh, come on. Finery components. Did everything go to plan? Are all of your sorted fingers intact? Thank you. I will fashion these into fineries and deliver them to the mole forthwith. Can I trouble you to relay my tribulations to Segetsu the Enlightened? He doubtless wonders about the delay. This is apparently one of the Namazu's most holiest places. I will play with gusto. In his whisker's name, yes? In his whisker's name. Oh, are you a fellow pilgrim? According to Segetsu the Enlightened, long ago, this was the site of a fierce battle between clansmen. The victors became our Namazu ancestors, yes? The others swam down this waterfall in defeat and eventually became underworld catfish. But could catfish really live beneath the ground? Seems unrealistic to me. So... did you two succeed in preparing the ceremonial paraphernalia? Here you go. Thank you. This is just what we require for our purification ritual. Now we need only cleanse the grounds with pure water, scatter salt, offer a sacred tamagushi branch to the kami, skewer a fish with a stick, and You cannot comprehend the meaning behind these actions, you say? Fret not, nor do I. That itself is proof of our sophistication. For what is culture if it's not a collection of rituals both vague and peculiar? What defines civilization if not the ability to expend effort on tasks of uncertain origin and purpose? Indeed, our festival must aim for ever greater heights of incomprehensibility if we are to reach true enlightenment. Our course forward is clear. I don't think that's how it's supposed to work, but, okay. Carry on. I take it you return with information? Precisely as I imagined. He's a hard-working fellow, but a veritable beacon for misfortune. I dare say his poor luck alone could bring about the Namazu's annihilation. As for you, I have no doubt that your efforts this day will have a profound effect on the outcome of our festival and contribute to the enlightenment of Namazu one and all. Probably. I appreciate your cooperation in journeying to the locales I specified. Your efforts have played a vital role in convincing our participants that they are authentic spiritual sites. Please avert your disapproving glare. Pilgrimages require holy sites. It's hardly my fault that no written records regarding those of antiquity are extant. In any case, the authenticity of the sites is irrelevant so long as the pilgrims have a meaningful spiritual experience on which to build. Inca traditions may be sophisticated now, but the ancients found spirituality through worship of mountains, trees, and even fish. Fish! Okay, yeah. So these are the kinds of quests you can await from the Namazu. Alright. Until next time then. When we, see what other troubles may await us here. I am Mace, and don't get lost.